Ave, and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Imperator Rome, the redemption of Epirus. In the last video, we kicked the ever-loving crud out of Macedon, got a lot of land. We are now up to 72 cities and 678 population. Not half bad. Now we need to take a break from warfare in order to stabilize our country, although loyalty-wise, things are looking pretty good right now. Mainly get our economy under control, move our pops around, get some tech, blah, blah, blah. You can see, by the way, that we gained so much population that our tech research efficiency has dropped down to 96.5. If we want to speed that up, we're going to get ourselves a few more citizens. The city of Pella, by the way, was quite a nice get. 43 civilization here with not quite 60 pops. It's pretty darn good, if you were to ask me. In fact, it has so many slaves, it's getting some extra wine, which I like. Not that I need more wine down here, though. What would be nice, actually, is to produce some more glass. I would love to get some of that going. In fact, I wouldn't mind just transferring a few slaves over there right now. While we're thinking of it, let's go ahead and do that. Edessa? I think that's where we want to go. Okay, so now up to 7 slaves. If I can get 8 more. More glass that we'll be able to trade around later. That would be nice. Alrighty, so what do we want to do now? Well, we have plenty of money sitting around. Let's first take stock of our defensive situation. So down over here, we have a fort, which I may or may not have any use for. For the time being, I guess I'll hold on to it as an early advance against Phrygia. It is in the hills, but I may end up deleting it soon. Down over here, we have a fort in Leprion. We definitely don't need one on this island. Get rid of that. Definitely don't need one in Ellis. Get rid of that. What about over here in Aegon? I don't think I need this one either. No, there's no fort here. Never mind. We're fine. Okay, so that's fine. So we'll save a little bit of money there. This fort is no longer as relevant, but it could become relevant if we ever do fight Phrygia, so I'll hold on to it. We didn't gain any forts up here against Macedon, except for this one in Bue. Bue? I don't know. It's in the mountains, still protects a lot of the straits. I'll keep this one for now because it's an advantage against the barbarians up here in the north, but yeah, we may actually want to consider building one over here somewhere. There are hills right here. This would block anyone trying to come through this way due to the impassable terrain, right? Yeah, and this fort grabs this one. This could be a good spot for a fort. I'm going to go ahead and build one. I know forts are expensive, but I honestly think that they are tremendously good in Imperator Rome. Well, I mean, not tremendously, but they're good. They are solid, I think. Exercising that zone of control, really forcing your opponent to commit their troops, sieging down a defensive fort could be really advantageous, especially since manpower is such a precious resource in this game. So, okay. We'll go with that. We are no longer importing wine. So, a lot of trade routes are probably about to break because we have so much aggressive expansion, a lot of people are going to be very upset. If you look at, let's say, Athens. Minus 91 opinion, thanks to aggressive expansion. Very serious. Very, very serious. And Megalopolis decided to decline their offer to give grain to us. So, yeah, they just ended their trade deal. Doesn't surprise anyone. We're going to have to find a way to kill these guys. I'd love to continue going to war, except Thrace is now guaranteeing people. Phrygia is guaranteeing all the people. There's really only so much I can do. Yeah, there's not a lot of people that I can't attack at the moment. We're kind of stuck. We could go down here to Crete. That would probably upset Phrygia in a lot of ways, but it would be a way for us to continue with warfare, continue to expand. What kind of trade goods you got down here? Base metals, iron, olives, glass. A few things that are actually pretty nice. You are the right culture, and you are the right religion. Yeah, that could be nice. Always a little concerning getting too close to Phrygia and Egypt. They might decide that I'm worth taking on, but we'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, there's not a whole lot to do. Are we willing to export some wine? I think so. Go ahead and do that next. So where else should we be building things? Let's go to the population map mode and take a quick look-see. So in Nicopolis, we have a lot of slaves. I think we definitely want to build another marketplace minimum. We might want to consider relocating some slaves elsewhere to get some extra trade goods, like marble. We could afford to move 15 slaves over here, and that would not be an issue. Alternatively, get an extra source of precious metals so we can begin exporting it, and that would reduce citizen promotion cost even further. But I think I kind of like the idea of getting some marble. The problem is that would cost me a lot of civic power to move the slaves around, but it's doable. I think that may be worth it. Let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all I can afford at the moment. We could build another building. I think we can build another training camp here. I thought we said we were going to build a... didn't we say we were building a marketplace here already? Why didn't I do it? Okay. Larissa? You're already at your maximum here. We may not like this granary. We got some unhappy pops here. Why? Some Jews. Mostly everyone seems alright. What about here? Citizens mostly. Pella can afford another thing. Do we want to build another building here? If we reduce the population too much, we're going to lose that building slot. I'm a little bit too lazy to do head math, but I'm going to have to. 53 population is what we currently have here. I can transfer away 3 more slaves, or 3 more pops, and we would not lose a slot. But at the same time, if I trade away any more slaves, we lose the extra wine here. So I think I'll keep that. Let's go for the... do I want... I think we want the marketplace again. Money is just too important. I won't tear down the training camps at the moment, though. There are some slaves over, let's say, here in Igai, or whatever it's called. I could transfer them around. Could also build another marketplace here. I think I will. This is already owned by Macedon, so never mind that. Dion, we can get a training camp here. 13 pops, training camp here. I do want to keep popping up my manpower. I do think that's still very important to continue with. Everyone says manpower sucks in this game, and it's difficult, I admit, but the only way to fix that is to actually start investing heavily in the manpower. So we are going to do that. How much longer until an omen? We have until August of 476. We got a couple years. I can afford to do another sacrifice to the gods, and we will. Realm becomes a tiny bit more stable as a result, giving extra research points, so now we are up to 101.5% research efficiency. Long way to go, but it helps, and we are no longer importing glass. Yeah, everyone's canceling their trade routes with me at the moment. Well, when I have enough civic power, let's see what I can do to actually get something back. Not sure what yet, but something. Could get more earthenware, freeman output, manpower. It's okay. Iron. We can actually get iron from our own land. Aetolia up over here. Apparently we are producing iron. Hang on. What do you know? We even have a surplus of iron over here. Ooh, that's pretty good. So yeah, we have iron now. Yep, right here, right here. Love it. Okay. So we can start training up heavy infantry if we wanted to. That's exciting. I'm not sure what I want. I mean, getting enough vegetables would certainly be nice. Save specific power, doing a lot of movement for our slaves specifically. I really would like to get the glass back, but no one is willing to trade with me because they hate me. So I guess while we have nothing else to do, let's go ahead and do a trade with Scythia, get those vegetables going. If we can get a surplus of that, then we can make it even cheaper to move our slaves around throughout the west of the country. Phrygia is murdering Macedon. We get a gift. Thank you, because that's what I needed was more money. We could really use some sort of a fort up over here. There's no good defensive terrain to speak of, except for maybe in Dion. Oh, this is actually pretty abysmal. There's really no good place to put down a fort. Could do one right here, but it would only exercise zone control in these two areas. Right here, at least, has the ability to break off a choke point. Right here. Well, not even that, really. It doesn't exercise zone of control over here. People would still be able to funnel around. But then they can only go so far before they get stuck in view. I suppose that's true. Ugh, I'm not thrilled about any of this. I think I'm going to try not to build another fort for at least a little while. Advance in our religious tech yet again. That opens up soothsayers for the army morale and recovery speed, primary culture happiness, and private cults for omen duration. Sounds pretty good to me, honestly. How's Pyrrhus doing, by the way? You know, I will say I think it's a little bit sad that Pyrrhus is not a better military commander. I mean, historians have considered him to be one of the greatest military minds of his age. Even though he never beat Rome, he did fight some truly remarkable campaigns against them. They were just too heavy in their cost. It's where the term Pyrrhic victory comes from. You win a battle, but the cost was so high it wasn't worth it. But there are a lot of people in this game who just start off with a straight-up better military skill than Pyrrhus. It just doesn't seem right to me. We have a fair bit of oratory power. Do we want to change some laws around? Let's take a look at laws for a second. Hang on. Could change our succession law. We have a son. Kind of like this guy, this daughter better. The son's not terrible, he's just not great. Huh. So I don't necessarily need to change my succession laws, that's just what I was looking at there. Maritime laws, I don't care about any of that. Taxation law. So national tax 5%, freeman happiness reduction, population growth, exemptions for nobility, I don't think so. Courts for landowners, citizens are happy. Wrong culture group happiness is not important. Slaves needed for a surplus reduction. Freeman happiness minus 20%. Ugh. Citizen output promotion cost reduction by a lot. Wow. Tolerance is nice. Tribesman output sucks, but convert pops becomes cheaper. State-sponsored religion. Omen duration, but the high priest loses loyalty over time. Commerce income, freeman happiness. Commerce income, governor loyalty. Province loyalty, power costs. No. That could be good. Can't do this. Oh, no, I guess I can. National tax, straight up. I don't necessarily care about having the monthly legitimacy. Kind of like the research idea. So this is just making better, more manpower. Mercenary maintenance, national manpower, monthly wages. But the generals become loyaler. I think we're going to go for the sponsored scholars. Let's go ahead and spend some of that oratory power on something totally new for once. So now we're going to have a bit more tech, which does give me an extra 10% research efficiency. Counts for something. Okay, a whole bunch of things just got built, apparently. That's good. I'm going to hold on to a little bit of this money until I can figure out what else to do. The magistrate reports that somebody died due to a highly stressful environment. No kidding. I stressed him out? No way. How could that be? You're pretty good. Yeah, let's put you in charge. You're young. You'll last a lot longer. You can handle a stressful environment, can't you, my boy? Yes, indeed, I think you can. Let's go ahead and train out a couple more troops, or rather, get rid of a couple of, let's say, cavalry. I'm going to move them over to join up with Pyrrhus, because I might end up with these 8 triremes going and attacking in Crete. That is not what I meant to do. I wanted these 2 cavalry, not the rest. Let's go ahead and drop you off over here. We could attack this little guy right here. He has no allies and only 4 cohorts. He'd be relatively easy to kill. That would give me the foothold I'm looking for. The Olympics! All Hellenic culture groups will like me more. This is the advantage of owning Olympia. Very happy about that. Military traditions. Still don't think we need to do this right now. We can wait until we get the next level of martial tech, right? I do not necessarily need to get the Phoenician sailors right now. So let's save the military power. Eventually, we'll be able to work toward the cavalry skirmish tactic, which could be fun. I have no idea what that does, but it could be fun. Macedon's trying to unsiege some land from Phrygia. Don't know how well it's working for him, but he's trying. And someone else died, one of our government members. All right, so let's put Menon in charge. What I'm learning here is that we have some old people in our government, and they're all plopping over dead, which I find to be highly unfortunate. Highly. We have no triremes. One thing I want to wait for, before I declare any sort of wars over here, I want to see just what is going to happen Once Macedon loses their war to Phrygia, because they have got to be on the verge of a civil war. They just have to be. What's going on over here, by the way? Whoa! Phrygia has some interesting things going on. They are at war with a bunch of people who broke free from them. They're also at war with Egypt. That's fun. Apparently, Phrygia attacked Egypt? Man, Phrygia's getting aggressive in this game. They're scaring me a little bit. Could we attack Phrygia? No. The Olympics have concluded. Wonderful. Did I see that Thrace would join? No, I didn't think so. Low manpower. Yeah, of course you're at low manpower. You got stomped on by Macedon while I had fun. Oratory tech investment's not a bad idea, but I like the idea of the improved opinion maximum a lot. It's just, do we need that now? I do want the discipline. We got some time, though. Primary culture happiness could be nice. It just improves the production of pretty much everything. There's a lot of this stuff that I want. Let's go for the improved opinion maximum. That way I'm not increasing the speed that we are developing our oratory tech, so it's a little bit slower and gives me enough time to possibly pick up census data before we go on to the next tech and it gets buried. Trade wins. Commerce income plus 50% for 5 years in the province of Epirus, the one that matters? Oh, that's excellent. Yay! We're making lots of money now. And by lots of money, I mean we're making a reasonable amount. There goes Macedon's navy. Well, maybe not quite. They're sitting here in Corinth. I'm just kind of letting my aggressive expansion tick down because right now it's really bad. It's really, really bad. Oh! What just happened here in Phrygia? Oh, they just annexed Athens. Well, that's fun. Congratulations, I guess? Kudos? Boeotia. I could integrate you, right? Your vassal needs 190 opinion. Currently, it is only 71. Well, we like them a lot. They just don't like me. If I wanted to improve relations, we could improve it by another 140. So over time, we actually totally would be able to annex them. Do you have any trade goods I care about? Base metals and wood. I mean, you're not the worst in the world, but at the same time, you produce a few troops. I guess I would annex your troops, too. I just have to pay for them. I'm okay with them existing for now. I don't see it as being an extremely high priority. Just checking here. There's no cap, as far as I can tell, to how much of this power you can hold on to, unlike EU4, where you really had to spend the power. Sure, you may have a military access, I guess. Almost done with this fort. Sure, you can have the military access, I guess. Who are you, Dardania? You're allied to Tribalia, up over here. I don't feel like dealing with the civilization nonsense. How are we doing in terms of culture, though? So the Epirot culture is dominant up over here now. So that's definitely expanding quite a bit. I mean, yeah, our governor should be doing pretty well. Is there a way to see how many pops he has managed to convert? I've heard that there might be, but I don't remember what. .5% chance. What happened? It went down. Huh. What happened in Illyria Greca over here? So how are they doing in terms of civilization value? 46, 46. Hey, this is actually looking good. They're all very civilized now. Oh, perfect. So we actually should totally have you stop with this governor policy. Yeah, I like that idea. Okay, so over here then we need to swap you around a bit. Do I want somebody else to be in charge of the governor? Not this guy. He sucks. Local freeman happiness? I'm okay with that. You're not as good at finesse, though. Well, I definitely don't want you to do freaking local autonomy. That's terrible. Sure, culture conversions seem all right. Let's go to the macro builder and see if there are any tribesmen that I need to be promoting. Probably. Promote, there it is. Tribesmen. There are a few. How'd they get down here? Oops. No. Do not want to hire mercs. We have one tribesman over here. He doesn't belong here. Promote. Now we have a freeman. And get another city building going over there. We were trying to get some slaves over here, weren't we? I forgot. If I do that, I lose 1 building slot, but we're also not at that cap, so we can afford to do that. Move you to Ambracia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We were at 8, right? No! Didn't mean to click that. 7, 8. There we go. Or 6, 7, sorry. Okay, so now we are producing extra marble. I guess I'm alright with building another training camp. Why not? It doesn't look like a lot of manpower, but, I mean, this is increasing my manpower cap by a full 8,000 so far in this province. It's just, considering it takes 25 years to replenish that manpower cap, it seems like it takes forever. Because it does. But, doesn't mean that every little building doesn't technically help. A little bit. You want to buy wood from me? Okay. Trireme Discipline goes up for exporting it. Yes, we have the military access. That's perfectly fine. Phrygia, just finish your war against poor Macedon. Gosh dang. Giving them so much trouble. I'm sure they're willing to give you whatever you ask for at this point, right? I would think. I'm also surprised that they have not been deleting their forts. They definitely can't afford them. If you do lose all your money and go into the negative, there are a series of events that will fire. Some are good and give you a chance to get more money. Some are really, really bad. Generally speaking, you don't ever want to go in the negative. The Oracle of Delphi, or Delphi, has been the rise and fall of many legendary heroes. Ill tidings arrive from the Oracle with a messenger bearing the news of bad times to come. Unless Epirus is to get a new leader, the nobles of our society start looking at Pyrrhus with skeptical eyes, as the Oracle herself has said he is an ill-befitting leader. I disagree wholeheartedly. Maybe it's time to change our leadership. A large ceremony held to appease the gods. We need to convince our friends and countrymen the Oracle is wrong. Outdated superstition lose legitimacy, and it goes down for a while. Well, I think I'd rather spend the religious power in less money, because I value money more than religious power a lot of the time. Maybe I shouldn't, but I do. That's a bad idea. Maybe I do need... You know what? I know. I need the power. Convince our friends. The Oracle has no idea what she's talking about. All right. Fake news. I'm pretty confident. Thank you very much. I'm pretty confident that she is running an active smear campaign against me to delegitimize my throne. Somebody's paid her off. Megalopolis wants to buy olives. All right. Sure. Fine by me. Basilius offers friendship. Oh, good. We can become friends with Thrace. Yes, I accept this. Not that they are especially useful with so little manpower, but at the same time, being friends with them is probably going to be a good thing. Makes it easier for us to call them into wars and such in the future. Phrygia, 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 Phrygia. What are you doing? My gosh, you've got so much money. How fair is that? You know, it would be fun. It really would be fun to find a way to eat your land too. It really would. But without any friends, I don't know. I mean, Phrygia is definitely having some issues. But without seeing what Egypt is up to, 61 cohorts, no manpower to speak of. Phrygia also has no manpower to speak of. Everyone's out of manpower. But Phrygia has a frick ton of money and can hire every merc in my territory. So, no. I'm fighting Phrygia seems like a really bad idea. Just straight up. We do not necessarily need these 2 forts the way that we have them currently, but I guess I'll go ahead and hold on to it. Did we reduce army maintenance? We did not, actually. I'm going to hold on to it for the moment. We might be going to war soon-ish. Another invention. I'm going to go ahead and grab the census data, and we can start improving our oratory tech investment. Civic investment is very slow because our researcher is apparently not that great. Also, apparently I'm not that great. I got bald! Well, now I understand what the Oracle meant by bad tidings. Blessing of Zeus. Reduce aggressive expansion even faster. It's not a huge amount, but it would speed it up. An aggressive expansion is definitely having a huge impact against me right now. Question is, do I do that or do I go for the population growth anyway? Or, you know, like national commerce income and stuff like that. We're definitely making a lot more money. This is a problem, I will admit. Let's reduce it. We're going to go for the Blessing of Zeus. Reduce that aggressive expansion by 0.2 per month. Should go a long way to making people like me more. Phrygia already doesn't hate me as much as they used to, once upon a time. Aegelios, the primary heir, my son, has fallen ill. Perhaps if he is wealthy enough, he will seek treatment of his own volition. Otherwise, we could always step in if his condition worsens. Well, he's not especially wealthy. So, my son has an infection. That's his problem. That's interesting. I don't think there's anything... Oh, yeah, I could. I could totally do... I could spend 100 gold to seek treatment to remove his infection? The cost is apparently based on my wealth. Oh, how progressive of you. The richer I am, the more I pay. And Macedon just ate Argus. Oh, I so hope you fall into a civil war. I absolutely will attack the civil war. No way. You have a -2 stability. That cannot be looking good for you. It says his provincial loyalty is extremely high. Capital region. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. The capital would be having trouble. But even over here, yeah, in the capital region. Down over here, though, not so good. But it's going to be a while. Huh. So do I attack somebody down here in Crete? You just got into a defensive league with Rhodes. You absolutely were fighting a war against Rhodes once upon a time. I have no idea how that happened. How are you not at war with Rhodes anymore? Or, not at Rhodes. How are you friends with Rhodes? You have too many allies. You're allied to Megalopolis. That's a way of me to fight at Megalopolis, I suppose. And Azania. Yeah. But I would love to get some sort of a foothold first. I could totally do this, though. Do I care about fighting Rhodes and taking their stuff? What do they got? Glass? Fish? I think we could afford to do this. A fabricated claim on Crete. Crete's an easy enough target, right? Oh, Phrygia finally ended their war against Macedon? Yep. Alright, well, we'll see if they fall into a civil war soon enough. Is not only possible, is likely. Highly likely. We should be ready to capitalize on that if it does happen. Theoretically, we could actually form Macedon ourselves. If you look at our decisions here. Form Macedon? Yep. So Pella becomes our capital until the end of the game. We get lots of extra population growth, civilization level, and stuff. And we get claims on the rest of the region of Macedonia. Only way that's going to work is if we own most of the cities. We're actually almost there. We need one more that Phrygia took. And we actually would be able to form Macedon. Well, once Macedon's gone. Which would be interesting. I mean, we're playing as Epirus, but historically, King Pyrrhus did have ambitions to become the king of Macedon. So I could kind of get behind that. All right, let's get the ships out here. Do you have any triremes? No. And no. So there's no danger there. Unless somebody decides to just suddenly pop in and defend them, but hopefully that won't happen. Troops out. Oh, Pyrrhus the Bald. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened, man. Aggressive expansion impact. Culture happiness could be kind of nice. Commerce income is nice. I think I like the discipline, though. Let's go ahead and grab it. Feels like it's just kind of due. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. Alright, I think we are going to go ahead and declare our war to take Crete. This is where I usually would want to scream imperialism at them, but this is a little bit too early. Whoop, growing friendship. We become friends with some woman. I don't know who she is. She's arrogant and uncaringly and miserly and abrasive and chaste. She sounds like the last person I'd want to be friends with. I could see this woman as a rival, but what do I gain from that? Let's just be friends. There's no reason to make enemies, right? Declare the war. Am I on low? I'm not on low army maintenance. I'm fine. Land here before he goes anywhere. Don't let him train up any troops. We landed first, and he suicided himself into me. Bye! Dummy. Alright, well, let's just dock up the ships for a little while until I can figure out what I want to do with all them. So you're going to try to train up some more troops, are you? Well, that's a smart idea. Well, I'm just going to siege you down here. Oh, we don't have enough progress. Hang on. I need at least a couple more troops. Grab a couple of light infantry. Go to, like, Ellis or something. We'll pick them up. And we'll have to drop them off. Okay, how you doing there, Macedon? You know, shockingly, you're making money again. Oh, wait, Civil War will break out in 6 months. I didn't know you could actually see a notice about that. So we know that we actually have a civil war against them coming up pretty soon. That's to my advantage. So here's the thing, right? I cannot declare war on Macedon or anyone they are guaranteeing because we have a truce. Well, without serious problems. But if there is a revolt, I can declare war on the revolt. And if the revolt wins, we are at war with Macedon without having broken the truce. Also without having attracted the attention of Egypt or the Seleucids. And that would be a chance to get a little bit more land up in these areas. And down here by Corinth, get the rest of Greece going for my, my empire. I like the idea. We have only a few months before that's going to be a thing. Yes, I will sell you the stuff. All right, I brought some more friends. Siege them. Country civilization level goes up. Yay. Do you have enough troops to deal with all this if it does fire? Probably. I think we'll be fine. You're going to reinforce, right? Why aren't you reinforcing? Hang on. Back up. We need you to reinforce. The gods of war! Our high priest has suggested an offering to one of the gods to bless us in ongoing war efforts. All the gods have their own domains, and we should make sure we know what sort of benefits we are looking for. There's only one god of war, Ares. Debatable, Athena is also kind of a god of war. Lose religious power, gain morale of armies, monthly war exhaustion. Army maintenance cost minus 10% saves a lot of money. Supply limit, army morale and recovery. That would save me a lot of manpower. Morale of blah, 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 or we do not need their helps. How are we looking in terms of war exhaustion? It's honestly inconsequential at this point. It is going up, but not by much. Do I want to save money or do I want to save manpower? I don't think we're having a lot of trouble with the manpower at the moment. These are pretty easy sieges. I'm going to go ahead and get the army maintenance cost reduction. Let's back these guys off. Go kill. He should die. We lost 25 men. Gosh dang it. Split. Alright. Pyrrhus, I need you to back up. Get a reinforced tick and get back over here. Thank you. Now we have the 10,000 we need. Jeez, man. It's freaking ridiculous. And somebody else died. Natural causes this time around, though. And it was a researcher. Civic. I guess I can put you in charge. I might save you for a governor, though, of Crete. Let's do this. I know tech is important and all, but... is it that important? Aggressive expansion impact, monthly governor loyalty, and diplomatic reputation. Mm-hmm. Commerce income sounds nice. I think we're going to go for the culture happiness, though. Well, wait. Lots of discipline there. Yeah, I think we're going to go for the culture happiness. It improves my economy and my stability a fair bit. How are we doing in terms of culture? Doesn't seem to be growing a lot, but we're getting there, I think. All right. Well, this is where we're going to end this video. But we're going to try to take over Crete. We know Macedon. There's the Macedonian revolt right there, actually. Wow, really? In a single province? A single province over here? Wow, okay. Well, we might still declare war on them, and that would be our ticket to fight Macedon again. I don't think it's a bad idea. We'll come back to that. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask that you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.